A rescue team led by a woman found 3 white kittens stuck in a smelly sewer ditch. The kittens were hungry, scared, and wet. People walked by on the busy street, not seeing the little ones crying for help. Seeing lost kittens is always sad. These white kittens were shaking in dirty water, their fur now gray and dirty. The team leader felt bad as she watched them shake. The kittens looked tiny and helpless in the dirty sewer. When the woman first tried to reach them, the kittens moved away, making sad meows. She looked for their mother but found nothing. After asking people nearby, she learned someone had left these babies all alone. The team knew these kittens were too young to live by themselves. A man from the team climbed down to the kittens. He moved very slowly so he wouldn't scare them more. Even though he was gentle, the kittens backed against the wall, trying to get away. Instead of grabbing them, he tried something else. The man took out some soft cat treats from his pocket. The team always brings treats to help scared animals trust them. He put some treat on his finger and held it out, staying still and letting the kittens come to him. After waiting a while, the smallest kitten took a small step forward, drawn by the food smell. It licked the treat with its tiny tongue. The man didn't move, letting the kitten eat on its own. Seeing that their brother or sister was safe, the other 2 kittens came closer too. He gave each one some treat, talking softly the whole time. The team knew not to rush. They spent half an hour just letting the kittens get used to them. When the kitten stopped being afraid of his movements, the man gently picked up the first one, holding it close to keep it warm. The kitten wiggled a bit, then settled down, too tired and hungry to fight. One by one, he saved all 3 from the dirty water. Another team member had soft towels ready. She carefully dried each kitten, checking for any hurts. The kittens were thirsty and scared, but not hurt. The team put the kittens in a carrier with a soft, warm blanket. At the team leader's house, they set up a quiet space in the backyard area, away from noise and bright lights. They put the carrier in this safe place and opened the door, letting the kittens come out when they felt ready. A friendly dog that lived at the house came to the carrier, wagging its tail to say hello. The kittens huddled deeper inside when they saw the dog. Instead of making them come out, the team put treats near the opening to help them want to explore. The backyard area had everything scared kittens might need: hiding spots, things to climb, and soft beds. The team kept the space warm since the kittens were still damp and used soft lighting to help them feel safe. Good rescue teams never force scared animals out of hiding. They knew their job was to make the kittens feel safe enough to come out on their own. For the first hour, the kittens stayed together at the back of the carrier. Team members checked on them quietly but didn't stand over them or stare, which can scare cats. Looking right at scared animals can make them more afraid, so the team looked at them softly or watched them from the side. After a while, the smallest kitten poked its head out, sniffed the treat nearby, then ran back inside. This happened many times, short, brave moments followed by going back to safety. Each time, they stayed out a little longer. The team sat on the floor instead of standing over the kittens. Being lower helped the kittens feel less scared. By evening of the same day, all 3 kittens had finally come all the way out. They moved carefully around the backyard area, always staying near things they could hide under if scared. The dog was trained to be gentle with cats and watched quietly from across the space, lying down to seem less scary. The team gave them shallow dishes of water and special kitten food, putting them where the kittens could reach without feeling unsafe. The team planned for someone to stay nearby through the night because new rescues often get scared in new places. The team spent hours with the kittens that day, petting them gently and playing with them when the kittens seemed ready. They took turns so different people spent time with the kittens, helping them learn that humans can be nice. Helping kittens get used to people is just as important as medical care, especially at this young age. The team took pictures of the kittens throughout the day, showing their progress from the dirty sewer to clean, fed kittens exploring their safe space. These pictures would help find people who might want to adopt them and teach others about rescue work and taking care of pets. Throughout the day, the team was careful to give the kittens space when they needed it. They knew that too much handling too soon can make scared animals more afraid. When the kittens hid under the small beds or behind the climbing trees, the team let them be. This showed the kittens that they could have their own space and weren't being forced to interact. The kittens needed to learn about using a litter box too. The team put a small, shallow litter box in a quiet corner and placed the kittens in it a few times during the day so they would know where it was. By evening, all 3 kittens had used the box, which was another good sign that they were adjusting. Feeding time was a special moment. The team warmed some wet kitten food and mixed it with a little water to make it easier to eat. They put the food in 3 separate dishes so each kitten could eat without pushing. At first, the kittens were afraid to come out and eat while people watched. The team placed the food near the carrier and stepped back. Soon, hunger won over fear, and all 3 kittens crept out to eat. The team leader noticed that the smallest kitten seemed weaker than the others. She watched carefully to make sure this kitten got enough food. She even hand-fed this little one some extra food to help it get stronger. The little kitten licked the food from her finger, a sign that it was starting to trust her. As the day went on, the kitten's fur began to fluff up as it dried completely. Now the team could see just how pretty these kittens were. Their fur was pure white and they had blue eyes, which is common in white kittens. The team checked them for deafness, which often happens in white cats, but all three seemed to react to sounds. The team talked about what they had learned from this rescue. They shared what worked well and what they might do differently next time. They were proud that they had been patient and gentle, not rushing the kittens or forcing them to do anything. They knew from experience that gentle handling in the first day makes a big difference in how quickly scared animals learn to trust people. The team knew that saving these kittens was just the beginning. They would need to find good homes for them, but that would come later. For now, they focused on making the kittens feel safe and loved. Rescuing animals isn't always easy. It takes time, patience, and understanding. But watching these three little kittens start to feel safe made all the hard work worth it. The team knew from experience that in just a few days, these shy kittens would likely be running and playing like normal kittens, and soon after that, they would find loving homes where they would never have to be scared or hungry again. From the morning's sad discovery in the dirty sewer, to the evening's peaceful scene of clean kittens resting in a safe place, the day had been long but rewarding. The team felt proud of what they had done. With patience, kindness, and gentle care, they had already begun to help these frightened animals trust humans again. The white kitten's first day of rescue showed how much difference a few caring people can make. In just hours, the kittens went from cold, wet, and afraid to warm, clean, and fed. This single day of compassionate action had changed the course of three little lives forever. The team would continue their work tomorrow and in the days ahead, but for now, they took comfort in knowing that tonight, three kittens would sleep safely because of what they had done today. Sometimes the biggest journeys begin with a single day. And for these kittens, this was that day.